Astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jeranism, back with another video for you today. Just a few things to show you. First, I want to show you how I caught the ISS transit across the moon the other night. Pretty cool stuff. So here it is. Enjoy. You may have not noticed it. I didn't even notice it at the time, so let's slow it down 50% and watch again. Did you catch it that time? Alright, let's go a little bit slower. Let's go 90% now. See if you can see it's going left to right. So you should have been able to see it there. One final time, let's zoom in and get all the way to the truth and see what we can see. We're going to get here super close with a zoom in, and
it is true whether or not you believe in it. And the sooner you understand that, the faster we can get on with the political conversations about how to solve the problems that face us.
Wow, relax, Neil. Don't cry. And no, I did miss the ISS, but I just wanted to show people how insanely easy it would be to fake this. As long as my day was correct, how would you disprove it? And once edited and then rendered, there's absolutely no way to tell. And just so I'm clear again, as I just stated, I faked that footage. It is not real. It is not the real ISS going in front of the moon. I missed it. I didn't get any of it recorded. Yet I was able to, as you see on the screen now, I was able to make an ISS in Real World Paint, a free application, and in less than 5 minutes I was able to fake the ISS going across the moon. And again, there would be no way for you to debunk it as long as my angle and times were correct. So all I did from there was lay it over my moon footage, and ta-da, you've got the ISS transit. Now, imagine how easy it would be for NASA to fake anything. They get $53 million a day. I did it in 10 minutes with zero budget. And look how easy it is for TV shows and movies to fake the free fall floating of the ISS. By the way, does anyone think that this show I'm about to show is funny? It's called The Big Bang Theory. At all? Geez, it is terrible. I watched like a 10-minute segment of parts that were supposed to be funny. I've never seen a worse show. Really bad. Anyway, here's a small sample. Enjoy.
I love this part! Me too! I have strongly mixed feelings!
So from what I can tell, and when I say terrible, this show is horrendous. From what I can tell, they have a character that's on the space station, and you can just see the way that they're able to mimic the so-called weightless atmosphere in the ISS. Very, very easily. Let's watch.
Okay, great talking to you. Gotta go! Well, space is ruined.
So you'll even notice here that he goes underneath that white tubing there, which would make most people, great researchers like Jeranism, say, well, it couldn't possibly be on wires.
There's my beautiful bride. Can you see me?
I can. How are you?
I'm amazing. I mean, this is even better than I dreamed. I look out the window and it's all so unbelievable. Hey, look, this pen is floating. How crazy is that?
And so with movies like Gravity and Interstellar doing an even better job, now is the time we need to ask and question everything we get from these so-called authorities, the so-called intellectuals. Because again, we see there with augmented reality or CGI, in what looks like real time, he flicks a pen that obviously isn't there. Alright, let's move on from there. It's time to talk to Neil Degrasse Tyson as he takes some chicken wing eating contest or something, but he makes some interesting points I thought we would highlight.
So in your book, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, you talk about how the shipping industry could save billions of dollars if they shipped in spheres rather than boxes. Because I read the book on Saturday, so it's still fresh in my mind. And it has me thinking about all the other ways that we leave time and money and energy on the table by being locked in these conventions. Are there some other things that drive you nuts in everyday life because you know as a society we can just do them easier, better, smarter?
Yeah, I mean...
I mean, I honestly thought he was kidding. Was that a joke? Ship things in spheres and we will save billions of dollars? Yeah. Has Neil ever seen how they ship things across the ocean? Has he ever seen how tightly shipping containers are packed? How could you pack boxes in a sphere? That's just not logical. Be on the lookout, though, for the ASS Tyson, which should be coming to a port near you. We will now be shipping things in spheres held in wire cages, hence saving billions of dollars. Gotta love science.
There's a lot of scientific engineering solutions to problems where if you're not scientifically or engineeringly literate, you don't even know that would simplify it.
So these days, I'm sure you spend more time than you'd like debunking conspiracy theories. So what I'm hoping I can do is that you can give me kind of an idiot's guide for how to deal with these various issues so that if I'm ever at a bar and some flat earther comes up to me, I can quickly expose them and get back to my drink. Does that sound good?
Okay, so what I don't do,
what do you not
it may
do?
feel this way, and I've done it once, maybe twice, but what I don't do is debunk crazy ideas. I spend my whole life doing that. I'm an educator. My task is not to debunk the crazy ideas of adults, but establish an educational system that is incapable of producing an adult that thinks that way in the first place.
Well, let me ask you this. You know, you've been at it for a long time. Over the last 10 years or so, have you seen an increase in the number of people who maybe think these things?
I think that number of people may be the same over time. They just now can write a blog that the whole world has access to via a search engine, right? You be alone with your own view that has no correspondence to objective reality, and you type it into a Google search, and it'll find every other person like you who thinks the same way, giving you the false sense that you're actually onto something, that you have some deep insight into the world that no one else has. This is delusional. The internet landed in our laps without creating a curriculum that empowers you to know when someone online is full of shit.
Oh, we know when somebody's full of it. Believe me. So you said that these people would be alone with their view, but then people got together who all had the same view, and this gives them the false sense that they're onto something, that they have some deep insight into the world that no one else has, and you said it was delusional. Well, Neil, what if the people, instead of writing a blog, what if the ones who got together wrote textbooks? What then? Is it still delusional? Speaking of people who are full of it, let's listen to Neil be delusional.
An hypothesis, you test it. I get a result. A rival of mine double checks it because they think I might be wrong. They perform an even better experiment than I did, and they find out, hey, this experiment matches.
All right, Neil, now you literally cannot be more full of shit. You know damn well that you're telling a fairy tale. That is not what happens in reality. I have a hypothesis. I tested. A rival scientist of mine, he thinks I'm wrong, so he tests it. So, Neil, I do a 3-year study on speciation and evolution, and then I post my findings in the Journal of the Masonic Brotherhood, or whatever you guys call it. Okay, first off, where is my rival scientist coming from? Who does he work for? The Scientific Organization Against Evolution? Doesn't really seem like there would be a rival scientist for that. And then, for him to redo my test, well, he's got to do a 3-year study as well. So, question, who pays this scientist to perform a test that's already been done? Who pays him, Neil? The answer is nobody. So keep talking about science like it's otherworldly. It's men. Men who want fame and power and money, and men lie and they distort truth, and you are a prime example.
I'm going to try to sort of bust into the Instagram world.
This is exciting.
I'm a little slow, but your audience will be the first to know that I plan to be there. But it's not going to be like anything else. I care a lot about art, and so I have a set of. I'm just going to put pretty photos on my Instagram.
I think that sounds nice, Neil, but I also would say don't paint yourself into a corner already, Neil. You haven't even gotten your Instagram account off the runway.
Yeah, I got to take it off the runway. Oh.
Classic selfie.
Oh, okay.
Iconic.
So here's the backstory behind that. So I was the last in line, and I said, Mr. President, we'd like to just take a selfie with me and Bill. Maybe it'll break the internet. Why not? And then he was a good trooper. I was fully planning to take the selfie myself. And then I did it. No space left.
No, in that moment.
Oh! And then Bill Nye whipped it out, and he saved the day.
This first one is from Kanye West. It's off Getting It In by Jadakiss.
I ain't famous. My apologies. Are you into astrology? Cause I'm trying to make it to Uranus.
Okay, Uranus is Uranus until you're like 8 years old. Then thereon it's Uranus. So that's an abomination. But you give it to them until you're like graduate 3rd grade, and you get out of your anal fixations, your scatological referencings.
Neil, did you have anal fixations at 8 years old? It's a little strange.
This is from Immortal Technique. The song is called Dominant Species.
I'm the technique and you're nobody, so what you trying to say? Stellar density becomes your physical alignment. 1.8 billion tons per square inch confinement.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Let me think. 1.8 billion tons. That is the density of a white dwarf star, approximately. The density of what the sun will be on death.
Well, here's the kind of nonsense we get stuck with. So you're talking 3.6 trillion pounds per square inch in density of a dead sun. Who believes this?
That empowers you to know when someone online is full of shit. Mega death sauce with, I can't even pronounce this, Liquid Rage.
I was going to say. I was like, I got that one for you.
Liquid Rage. Mm-hmm. So here we go.
Mm-hmm. Careful, Neil.
This is some slow-moving sauce.
Yeah, but sometimes it kind of tidal wave.
I got you.
There you go.
Are you ready? Let's do this together. Ready?
Ready.
Fist
Cheers.
bump.
Cheers, Neil.
Wing bump.
Wing bump.
The liquid now has access, because liquid...
The liquid rage.
The liquid... So now I have the liquid.
So now that you've eaten 10 scorching hot chicken wings on YouTube with a bald guy, I think this is now as good a time as any to talk about how insignificant we all are in the scheme of things.
No. Well, here's my thing.
Yeah.
We have come to define significance as I'm special and everything else isn't. Religions thinking they're special, cultures thinking they're special, individuals thinking they're special. The top 4 ingredients in life, in your body, top 4 atoms in order: hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen. Those 4 atoms. Do you know what the top ingredients are in the universe? The top 4 chemically active atoms in the universe? Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen.
I am the universe.
Yes! So upon learning that you're not special because you do not contain special ingredients, is the same fact that includes the idea that while we live in this universe, the universe lives within us. We are special because we're the same.
Wow, that was real profound. Man, Neil, you broke the internet. Because we're all one people. And as one, we must come together, unite, and be one. Wow. The truth is, the fakery is just too easy now. So you have a choice. See what's going on, or see what they want you to see. So choose wisely. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, friends. If you'd like to support this work or to become a patron, the links are coming up in a moment. We'd love your donations if you can, and if not, well, my videos will always remain free. So be kind, don't lie, and ship everything in the world in spheres and save billions. And that's true whether or not you believe in it. Till next time, this has been Jeranism. Peace! Less than 5 minutes, I was able to fake the ISS going across the moon. And again, there would be no way for you to debunk it as long as my angle and times were correct. So all I did from there was lay it over my moon footage, and ta-da, you've got the ISS transit. Now, imagine how easy it would be for NASA to fake anything. They get $53 million a day. I did it in 10 minutes with zero budget. And look how easy it is for TV shows and movies to fake the free fall. Insanely easy it would be to fake this. As long as my day was correct, how would you disprove it? And once edited and then rendered, there's absolutely no way to tell. And just so I'm clear again, as I just stated, I faked that footage. It is not real. It is not the real ISS going in front of the moon. I missed it. I didn't get any of it recorded. Yet I was able to, as you see on the screen now, I was able to make an ISS in Real World Paint, a free application, and in transit across the moon the other night. Pretty cool stuff. So here it is. Enjoy. You may have not noticed it. I didn't even notice it at the time, so let's slow it down 50% and watch again. Did you catch it that time? Alright, let's go a little bit slower. Let's go 90% now. See if you can see it's going left to right. So you should have been able to...
Astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jeranism, back with another video for you today. Just a few things to show you. First, I want to show you how I caught the ISS. You'll see it there. One final time, let's zoom in and get all the way to the truth and see what we can see. We're going to get here super close with a zoom in, and...
It is true whether or not you believe in it. And the sooner you understand that, the faster we can get on with the political conversations about how to solve the problems that face us.
Wow. Relax, Neil. Don't cry. And no, I did miss the ISS, but I just wanted to show people how